Hey guys, Jano0, how you doing? I hope all is well in YouTube land. Whatever part of the world that you are in. We are in springtime now in my part of the world, and everything is starting to bloom and turn green. And thank the Lord, we are finally starting to dry out a little bit, to where we can start getting some stuff done around here. So people have been asking for a walk around update, so let's get to her. Down here at this end of the property, we have our little orchard and our berries and a little bit of a shooting range and practice range down here. Our trees are doing well. Apple trees are blooming. Peach trees have had some blooms on them. We've got, in this little, it's just called a postage stamp orchard with a couple extra dwarf peach trees. These are all dwarf trees, and they all pollinate each other. Across the road over there, my friend Mike, who lives over there, has got a couple of beehives right there, and his ladies come over here and do all of our pollinating for us. There's a couple of our vines of our blackberries, and then we've got plenty of wild berries and a big pile of cinder blocks that I'm going to be using that we scavenged off of the house across the road that we tore down. But anyway, we got three peach trees, 2 apple trees, a cherry tree, a pear tree, and a plum tree here in our little orchard. And over here, this area has been looking pretty nasty here lately. This is what we've been trying to get cleaned up and burned up. Our garden, we didn't have much of a winter. We didn't get any good hard freezes, so a lot of the places on our garden were burning up old scrap wood and stuff that'll try to kill out some of the weed seeds that are in the dirt there, so that they can not grow, hopefully. And we are going to try to make sure that the garden is as weed free as we can. And we got to get our a couple of our rabbit tractors down and ready for the bunnies to start going out in and running around in. Over this way, still some more of the stuff that we're trying to get cleaned up. Some of the stuff that I'm not going to burn, I'm going to haul off to the landfill. We got one of our chickens that got out of the fences running around. But so far, this end of the property is coming along nicely. It was a long, wet, muddy winter, and we just didn't have a chance to get things cleaned up like we wanted to. But we are now. There's Mabel. Mabel! Mabel's getting pretty old these days, but aren't we all? All right, well, let's take a look at the new building. All right, this is the building that we built back in the wintertime in the ankle-deep mud, if y'all remember. This building, I think we've got a grand total of $105 into the construction of this building from using salvage materials. Here in the next couple of days, we're going to put a box right here for, we're going to call it the salad box, but we're going to be planting lettuce and spinach and stuff like that in there. And then we've got all of our equipment in here. As you can see, we've got room for everything and room for our rabbits. These are the Mini Rex show and pet rabbits that we raise. They're loving life, and we're getting ready to get our fans and our solar panels and watering systems and everything hooked up for the summertime in here, so that we can have comfy rabbits. And so that's about it. Still got some hooks and stuff that we're going to hang on the wall so we can hang our shovels and our gardening tools and stuff, just trying to get it all together as we go. Little by little, everything will come together. It's all a process, and nothing happens very quickly. So, anyway, we'll walk through the backyard here. Maybe chase this chicken back to the pen. We still got pots and plants and stuff that we're going to be redoing. These beds here are strawberry beds. As you can tell, the grass and the weeds got out of hand on us last year. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig up here today. Our project is to dig up all of our strawberries. And then we're going to dig up all the clumps of grass and re-till and rework our 2 strawberry plants and strawberry patches. And we're going to make that entire wall down there one big strawberry plant. And then we're going to be planting these blueberries and honeyberries that we have. We're going to be planting them right along here. For more diversity, we try to add something on every year, no matter how little it is. We enclosed that section of the back porch again with some of the scrap wood that we had, because I need to get another freezer. I'm going to put another freezer in here to keep furs and bait fish and stuff like that in. And this is also the area where I do another spring cleanup that we'll see here in just a little bit. And we come down, walk to this end of the shed down here, or this end of the property, and we'll get a shot of the ladies and the goats and pork chop and the pheasants. The barnyard is just destroyed from pork chop and all the mud. Pork chop, come on, baby. Oh, it's my little sweetie. There's my sweet little piggy. Oh, what is it? What are you doing? You say hello, everybody on YouTube. Oh my goodness, she's as big as she's going to get. She's fully grown now. Somebody asked what breed she was. She is a Hampshire Poland China cross. We did not get a chance to breed her last fall, just because we didn't have the money to buy the semen. I'm not going to have another boar come out and run around in the barnyard to try to breed her. I'm looking for Poland China. That's what we buy when we buy the semen. We buy the Poland China semen so that we can inseminate her, and we're going to do that again this fall. That's the plan, to do it in the fall. I just don't want to stress her out by having her a hot summer and have her pregnant right in the middle of it. Looks like you found a mud hole, huh, baby? Yes. So that's the plan. We are going to breed her, but just not yet. We did it a year before last, but we didn't get a chance to do it last year. Like I said, we just didn't have the money to get what we needed. So, ain't that right, pretty girl? Huh? Oh, you're such a sweetie. Yeah, she is. She's my sweet little girl. I'll come out and read you a story in a little while. We've cut back on a number of our hens for the time being, and we're not hatching out any chicks yet this year, just because we've hatched out so many chicks over the last several years. Probably, I don't know, thousands of birds over the last 10 years. We're just wanted a quiet spring, and we don't need any extra layers right now. We've got plenty of laying hens. So, and we've even gotten rid of our roosters just to have that little bit of extra peace and quiet in the springtime here. That up there is our big barn that's got all of our meat rabbits in it. And you've seen them in other videos. I don't want to walk up in there right now. I'm not going to walk up in there. Everything looks the same as what it did with the wire cages and the setup that we have. Over here, we have our breeder pheasants. There's our male. These are ringneck pheasants. These is our breeder stock. Ears. What you doing, pretty boy? Handsome man. And there's one of our little hens. They've actually already started laying, which is surprising because it's pretty early. But that just goes to show the craziness of our weather. They've already started laying their eggs. Hello, girl. So we will be collecting them up, and we will start incubating them and hatching out pheasant chicks here soon. Looks like there's an egg right there. Yep, a little small pheasant egg. And we're also going to redo, this is our pheasant grow out pen. We're going to take it apart, disassemble it, and redo it this year, more in this kind of style here. A little beefier, a little better. One of the plans for improvements this year, like I said, I don't know how well we're going to be able to see. I can't hardly see the screen here on the camera. And then this over here, we're still planning on making a hoop house, a garden house. As soon as we get the resources and get everything we need. We've got the plastic and we've got the walls. Now we're just missing the cattle panels to make our arches, which we will get at some point. But we've been using this as a grow out pen for our chickens. And since we don't have any little chickens in here, we moved our goats down into here so they can kind of keep it cleaned up and so it doesn't get overgrown with weeds a little bit. And that's our goat little bit. We don't breed them. Our goats for us are just mobile lawnmowers. And that's what we use them for, and pets, of course. And then we've got our roses that are starting to come up around our Blessed Mother here by our statue. So, we've got rolls of fence laying around for 2 years. We have been scrimping and saving and collecting and getting a little bit here, a bundle of fence post here, a bundle of fence there. And we may not quite have enough, but I think we're pretty close. So what we're going to do is start fencing in the rest of our property up along the top of the hill and include the rest of the acres. We've got just under 5 acres total. So we're going to fence it all in and then put us a gate right up in there. That way we can turn everybody loose up onto the hill during the and let them have a lot more space to run around in and to, you know, root around in. And more space fenced in is good. So it looks like Pork Chop's already back laying down. So there you have it. Some of the plans for the spring and the summer. A bit of a walk around. The place is still, you know, a little bit, well, trashed from the winter time. We're working on it slowly but surely. We'll get her all done. And the projects that I have in mind, we're going to make videos about them when we do them. But keep in mind, I move at the speed of John, which is about as fast as melting peanut butter on hot toast. Time catches up with everybody and we start slowing down the older that we get. So, but we're going to do this, and right now we're going to go finish up our last spring cleaning project, and I'll get a little bit of video about that too. So we'll see you in a bit. All right, another one of my spring cleaning projects is time for the winter whiskers to go away. I just don't see the point in having a big bushy beard in the summer when it's hot. So I trim it up in the springtime, and then about September I'll stop shaving again. And I know a lot of you are going to think that it takes a lot of work, you know, to maintain this amount of pretty. But it's really pretty simple. So another one of my spring cleaning projects. Trim up the old whiskers. This is the reason why we have this mirror out here, because this is our back porch slash deer stand slash hair care and tire center, right? All in one. And I'll give myself a haircut and we'll trim up the whiskers and shape it up a little bit, and then we'll be right back with you here directly. Well, there we have it. I look young anyway. I don't feel young anymore. But one last final transition for the spring and the summertime is goodbye with the winter hat, hello with the summer hat, and now, as we say around these parts, I'm ready to go to town. I'm not going to town, but I could go to town if I wanted to. So you have it, guys. That's what's going on around here in my part of the world. A little bit of an update and some spring cleanup. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Thank you very much for watching. God bless. The end. Buzz, buzz. The end.